sure who would. Rapidly a favorite here at the track, and I like his driving style because he goes to the outside, he has pass to win. Painted "I Love Blythe" on the side of his car for the last race here at the Speedway, and it's such a great gesture to do that. He had 9 quick times this year, 9 Trophy Dash wins. He won 5 heats. He won 7 feature events. There may be more that I missed somewhere in there. He wound up with 1,355 points from Las Vegas, Nevada, Don Zoll Jr. Check, huh? Hope you got your check, okay. And now our champion. If ever there was a nice guy, this is it. He's the champion of this division. Always, never a Saturday night, doesn't say hello, speak to you. He helps a lot of people in the game, and he is indeed a true champion. It came down kind of close there at the end as to who the champion was going to be in our bomber division. And if it couldn't be Don Zoll Jr., I'm happy that it is the gentleman who is our champion in our bomber division this year. He had 1 quick time, won a Trophy Dash, 5 heats, 4 feature events, maybe more than that, who knows. Super nice guy, super racer. Can't wait to come back next year from Lake Havasu City, Arizona with 1,465 points, Steve McIsaac. Steve? Is the car still for sale? That's what we want to know. If anybody wants to buy a good race car, Steve's got one for sale. This time, Steve has a little presentation he'd like to make as well.
Thank you, Bill. As you know, first of all, I'd like to thank Roger and Sue Dyer, my car owners, who stuck by me even when I stuck their car in the wall. As all of you know, the driver doesn't make the race car go, and the car owner doesn't make the race car go. The person who makes the race car go and makes you win championships and races is the pit crew. And mine's one of the best. He's my right hand, my left hand, and he thinks for me too. I'd like you to come up here and accept this plaque. It's Lonnie Stevenson.
Steve McIsaac, by the way, picks up a check for $600, a jacket, and a concrete pad for next season. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all of our bomber divisions here at the Speedway in the 1992 racing season. Moving into the street stock division, let's acknowledge drivers 6 through 10 at this time, finishing in 6th place in the street stocks from Raleigh, California. Car number 213, Steve Zabalski. Steve Zabalski finished in 6th place. Finished in 7th place, sitting right over here, I do believe, from Parker, Arizona, Denny Pena with 455 points. Car number 86, Denny. Finishing 8th from Escondido, California. Car number 290 with 440 points, Brian Griffin. Brian Griffin! Finishing in 9th place with 425 points from San Diego, California, the driver of car number 267, it's Eric Ferguson. Eric Ferguson! And in 10th place, a guy we used to call the Wild Man, we call him the Tame Man right now, but he says he's going to be back next year with a vengeance from Las Vegas, Nevada. The driver of car number 24, Robert Wild Man Smotherman, right over here. Now let's go to the top 5 as we go to the envelope, please, in our street stock division, finishing in 5th place with 590 points. Couple of Trophy Dash wins. He win as well from Buena Park, California. The driver of car number 63, Duray Edledge. Duray. Finishing in 4th place in our street stockers this year. Unable to be here with us tonight. I think he's in England on business. He had 6 fast times, a couple of Trophy Dash wins. He won 3 feature events, 715 points for Las Vegas, Nevada's Glenn Burke, the driver of car number 99. Glenn Burke. Finishing third in our street stock division this season with 755 points. 3 feature wins, and all of them in a row, I do believe, and he says he's going to win the championship next year. That remains to be seen. But at this time, he finishes third, so how about a round of applause for the driver of car 17, Mr. Mark McGuire. Don't forget your checks, all you guys, when you come up here. Pick up your checks, please. Mark says, where's my check? Finishing in second place in our street stock division there. Won a couple of trophy dashes. 5 heat races this year. Driver of car number 55. 770 points from Brawley, California, Rapid, Roy Dapper. Let me tell you something about Roy Dapper. This man comes out here to race, and he brings a lot of people with him every Saturday night. So thank you for coming to the Speedway, folks. First night I announced the race, they said, he's Rapid Roy, not Roy. From then on, it's Rapid Roy. And the car screams. I like the way the car sounds. It sounds like a race car ought to. Roy, congratulations, man. Championship time for our street stock division. 3 quick times, a couple of heats, 3 feature wins this year. He's got a son that's how old is he? How old are you? 9 years old. Martha's the official babysitter, but on certain nights this season, we became the babysitter up in the booth. And George Manning's son came up and helped us out. Now he's 9 years old. I've got everybody's name and sponsors and all this on index cards, and I just throw them to him. I say, line them up. Here's the list for the next race for the feature event. 9 years old, he lines them up for me. So this is the kind of kids we got. We got a lot of youngsters here tonight, and they have behaved the greatest I've ever seen. A round of applause for all the kids in the room tonight. Our champion is from Brawley, California. 1,020 points, 3 quick times, a couple of heats, 3 feature wins. Mr. George Manning, the driver of car number 35. George picks up a concrete slab, a jacket, and a check for $1,000. Grand Terrace, all right? $1,000 check as well. Once again, a round of applause for all of our street stock drivers, an exciting division here at the Speedway. On to the sportsmen now. Who in their right mind would want to spend all that money to build a sportsman automobile to run on a quarter-mile track? I ask you. Thank the Lord we got enough silly people who are out of their mind who want to build sportsman automobiles to race on a quarter-mile track. When I came over here, I said, we're not going to have any sportsmen. It'd be lucky to have 4 or 5. And we had a pretty decent field of sportsmen on Saturday night here at the Speedway. And we're so happy that they were with us racing at this track because they put on an exciting show each and every time they took to the track. Finishing 6th through 10th in the point standings, in car number 23 from San Diego, California with 435 points, Dave Shano. Finishing 7th in the point standings from Moreno Valley, California, 420 points for Jerry Novi, car number 57. Finishing 8th and going in from San Diego, California with 255 points, the driver of car number 55, Carl Tabor. Finishing 9th, a driver who was only with us a few times here at the track, brought a brand new car out to the Speedway, towed in from Claypool, Arizona, wrapped the car around a telephone pole. One of the only guy I think that did it this season, did that during practice, I do believe. Tore that car to smithereens that night, rebuilt it, came back the next week, and I do believe finished the season with us at the Speedway. We're delighted that he's with us here tonight. With 225 points, we recognize the driver of car number 3, Cole Johnson. Cole Johnson. And in 10th place in our point race in the sportsman division, a tie, believe it or not, with 215 points. One of our favorite people, the driver of car number 4 from Queen Creek, Arizona, Mr. John Morris, right over here, John. And a young man from Blythe, California, who really made a name for himself the few times that he raced with us here this season. Hope he'll be back for a full season next year. The driver of car number 74, Mike Sharenga. Now let's go to the top 5 in our sportsman division, finishing in 5th place. And I'll tell you something. He either had good luck or he had horrendous luck. And he had horrendous luck more than he had good luck. In fact, he was here earlier tonight and he got sick and went home. It wasn't from the food. He won a couple of heat races so late in the season. The driver of car number 50 from Blythe, California, Steve Almquist. The driver of the Mack race car. Finishing 4th on the point standings in our sportsman division, a driver from Hemet, California, had a couple of quick times, won a heat and 3 feature events. Finished with 695 points, the driver of car number 67, Bob Walker. Bob Walker. Congratulations, Bob. Turn over. We got to take your picture. Now stand in just a minute. We got to bring Christy up to take the picture one more time. Finishing 3rd in our point standings in our sportsman division this season at the Speedway. One of a handful of authentic, I guess, dirt track drivers that came over here to the Speedway and tried their hand on the asphalt. You can tell those dirt track racers because they got them boxy-looking cars and they use the whole damn track when they're racing out there. But these guys are good and they adapted week after week after week after week. They got better. They got better and they got a lot faster. They learned the track. They learned how to set the car up for this Speedway. This guy won 4 trophy dashes, a couple of heats, and 2 feature wins. He also brings a ton of people with him on Saturday nights to watch him race. 1,020 points from Glendale, Arizona. The driver of car number 80, Mr. Gary Thomas. You look dynamite the last few races out there, Gary. Another Arizona driver finished 2nd in our point standings this year at the Speedway in our sportsman division. Won a couple of trophy dashes, 4 heats, feature, had 5 consecutive fast times. Kept setting a track record there toward the end of the year. Another driver that really adapted not only himself but his car to this quarter-mile track and adapted rather quickly from dirt to asphalt. From Phoenix, Arizona with 1,150 points, Mr. Steve Bobby. For finishing 2nd, Steve also picks up a check for $1,000. Steve, you got a couple of awards you want to make too? Great.